Chat. This is a Hasan stream now, boys. Yo. Chat. Chat, this is a Hasan. Yo, what's up, chat? Holy. Chat, let me tell you about Palestine. Hold on a minute. Holy Chad. Oh, damn, son.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Crow, and it has been quite some time. And I was thinking about what I wanted to come back and talk about. You know, there's all the stuff going on with Trump and all the recent changes. There's been a lot of controversies going on recently. And there's a bunch of stuff when it comes to like pop culture and media that I want to go into and talk about too. From like certain anime that I like, certain mangas that are very controversial. But for those of you who've watched the channel for a while, and you know, maybe you're just tuning into this video because you just saw me upload in like months, and this is your first time seeing me. I'm Palestinian. I am Muslim. So I vehemently, and I mean like wholeheartedly, hate Hasan, and I hate his uncle, Cenk. And the reason why I hate these two, and I actually hate most of the individuals that are in their circles that do this too, of which I'm telling you it is the overwhelming majority. I hate how they turn around and when it is convenient, they will claim to be Muslim. But then in every other aspect of their life, in every other conversation that they have, they're hedonistic, they're atheist, and they're openly proud of it. If you're an atheist, I disagree with you, but you know, I think you're wrong, okay? But that's it. That's the end of it. But I definitely think that you are less than dirt. I really do think you are less than dirt if you are an atheist, but you pretend to be part of a religious community to benefit yourself. Hasan is like the prime example of that. Right? You can't criticize Hasan because then you're an Islamophobe. You can't criticize Hasan or say, hey, dude, stop praising Hamas, an active terror group. And the response from that side is, oh, Islamophobia. I can't be Islamophobic against a man who is not a Muslim. White leftist degenerates make up the overwhelming majority of Hasan's fan base. And I have these idiots jumping into actual Muslims to tell us how Islamophobic it is that an avid atheist who praises terrorism is being called out. It's disgusting. It really is. And it seems to me that entire fan base has co-opted this idea that if you are Muslim, if you are brown, that means that of course you support Hamas. I hate these people. I hate all of them with an absurd passion. I think these people are amoral. I think they are godless. I think that they need severe therapy. But what are we talking about today? All right. This is just another side story in the Hasan drama. You know, we've had him going to war with Asmongold and getting bodied by a guy who can't clean his room. We had him get banned on Twitch, right? Because Twitch was getting a bunch of pressure due to the fact that Hasan has openly been praising terrorists, openly been playing their propaganda videos. I mean, like literally their videos where they're playing music and waving around guns and signs that say, you know, like exterminate the Yudin.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way, just so you know. These fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna grab my food.
I'm so confused. What is
اسأل أصحاب الفخامة والمعالي واسألوا عن الحشود العسكرية يوم سيطرنا على الخوبة بآلي ما نبالي بالهضر والمدفعية.
Right? Like those are the videos Hasan was playing on Twitch for other content creators that he was inviting over without telling them what he was doing, okay? Like that's next level. Okay, that is next level. So anyways, Hasan went ahead and promoted this video that was created by like a premium Hasan Glazer, talking about all of these YouTubers who were supposedly supporting a genocide. The problem is, a lot of the people he features in his video is just people that Hasan dislikes, and he openly lies about them, glazes the ever-loving crap out of Hasan, and for some reason decided to include Mutahar in the video, where he claims that Mutahar was openly supporting Israel, just bombing the ever-loving crap out of the Palestinians, which is completely and utterly false. Now, Mutahar saw Hasan like promoting this video, right? Which Hasan does pretty regularly, right? Like he will promote videos, he'll play them on his Twitch streams where he doesn't call them out or denounce them in any way, shape, or form, tells his audience these are the greatest videos ever, and they are the most hyperbolic trash takes on people Hasan dislikes, openly lying about them, right? Exaggerating, being as extremist as humanly possible. And Hasan will promote these videos to his audience and be like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever, guys. This is all true. You guys got to watch this shit." And Mutahar season is like, dude, I get watching other people's videos is all you're really good at, but try vetting out slander before promoting Hasan. I have never defended or backed the Israeli genocide on innocent Gazans. Never will I ever. Because here's the thing, Mutahar, when it comes to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, probably agrees on Hasan on like, I would say almost 100%, but I would say more like 85%, because the remaining 15% is where Hasan's like openly, you know, gets a little mask off on what his final solution would be to the conflict. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, so Mutahar rightfully called it out, okay? And Hasan's response is, in your only vid on Gaza, you admit to not knowing about politics, and, seriously, and, try to cover Israel, Palestine as drama slot for centrist audience. What is, like, honestly, what does that mean, okay? Because when it just based on the first two statements from Hasan, it sounds like he's openly acknowledging that Mutahar isn't political and doesn't really know about the conflict very well. That doesn't mean he's backing it. Like, all you're saying is he doesn't really understand what's going on, and he openly admits that he's not very political, and I'm gonna guess probably isn't the best person to be speaking on it. And Mutahar is acknowledging this. What is this? Defend Asmongold for inferior culture / genocide comment, then attack pro-Palestinian voices. So I guess you just wanted the ad revenue. Okay, so this is about Asmongold. Asmongold made a statement that certain cultures are inferior to the United States, which is objectively true. Okay? It's objectively true. There are cultures within the United States that aren't very good too, right? Like there are, and I'm not talking about like racial culture, I'm talking about like certain illegal activities that happen in the United States within certain communities over here that are objectively inferior to others, right? Within just the United States, right? Not racial groups. I'm talking about like the people that are into kids, right? That's technically a community within the United States who has a really screwed up culture. We can call them out. Hell, you can also call it what the Palestinian people do and say it's an inferior culture, because it sort of is, okay? You elected terrorists into your region who then stripped your pipes and poisoned your water supply so that they could make rockets, which did literally nothing to their big bad enemy. Yeah, that's a pretty screwed up culture. It's pretty damn inferior. I say this as a Palestinian living in the US. The culture over here, infinitely superior, and anyone who says otherwise is a goddamn liar. You know, like the chuckle fuck who openly lies about being a Muslim. So essentially that's it, right? He said that he doesn't know too much about politics. He tried to cover the situation, but he didn't do it to Hasan. He wasn't left wing enough for Hasan. He was too centrist. Okay, he should have been talking about how Hamas was totally justified when they burned babies alive. I mean, that would have shown that he's really on the side of the Palestinian people, right? Right, Mutahar, you damn race traitor for not supporting these evil actions. I have never seen Muta defend terrorists or say rich white girls deserve to be arped, Hasan. And I saw this comment. I've seen like a bunch of these responses to Hasan, okay? Because he basically went on to say that people hate Mutahar more than they hate Hasan. And Mutah's an idiot for... Bro, even if your argument is everybody on the right is a racist, I can promise you, even if that was true, Hasan would still be more hated than any other minority. I mean, because it's not about his fucking skin color. It's about the shit that comes out of his mouth. It's about what's in his head. Okay, like it's a lot easier to hate that than anything from Mutahar. Mutahar has the most vanilla takes on things. Even if you want to go after him and say, "Oh, he's a filthy centrist," okay, and it doesn't make him pro-genocide. You freaking idiots. Now, as far as his comment, okay, I saw this, I was like, there's no way this is true, right? And Hasan has said so much screwed up shit that I really shouldn't question it at this point, but I've got to play the video.
Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these millionaire, billionaire, WASP fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like,
so yeah, I'm from a utilitarian perspective, maybe Hasan should just be deported, right? From a utilitarian perspective, maybe his computer should be ripped out of the walls, and somebody should permanently bind his hands together so he can't type anymore. Use a computer. Nothing. He can't write. He can't type. We'll gag his mouth shut. From a utilitarian perspective, though. From a utilitarian perspective, right? I every single time I've heard Hasan say from a utilitarian perspective, it's usually followed by him trying to justify something really screwed up, right? Like, oh, well, guys, you know, listen, I think it's a good thing that you know, we're gonna send them all to the same school, so all the rich white girls can get arped by the rich white boys. They can just arp each other. From a utilitarian perspective, this is a good thing. Fucking what world do these people live in? Okay, we keep going. So Mutah criticized Hasan for defending terrorism. Hasan's response is called Mutah and Uncle Tom. For some reason, Hasan thinks every Muslim is pro-terrorism. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. No, it's even worse than that, okay? Hasan is not Muslim. The majority of, I'm gonna just be as clear as I can, because I know some of these people are gonna get really mad. The majority of the Arabs within Hasan's audience, the majority of the Arabs that he's even had on his show, are not Muslim. They're just like Hasan. They are avid, hedonistic atheists. They are open about it. They promote it. They're very proud of it. But then they turn around when they talk about this conflict and they pretend to be the most devout of the Islamic faith. So when Willie Mack goes, I think you're saying, like, you think every Muslim is pro-terrorism. They do. They actively do. I'm telling you right now, my issues with the conflict between Israel and Palestine is it's been going on for almost a century, right? It's been going on for almost a century. Both sides, 100, everybody hates both sides, have done horrible things to each other. And yet still, right? Like when I was younger and I would hear all these terrible stories from like the PLO about the things the Israelis would do, and they were really messed up, okay? I can't talk about them in this video because obviously my channel's pretty small. I'll get my video flagged immediately. But yeah, pretty messed up stuff. So is, you know, in invading Israel, kidnapping like 100 people and torturing them for over a year. Pretty horrific stuff, okay? They do horrible things to each other. I could totally get the argument, the super centrist position of, I don't want to support either side, and if I did, I'd want to lock them in a room with a bunch of sharp sticks and let them figure it out. You know? Like, I don't get this idea that you have to, the only way you can be a real Muslim, the only way you can be a real Arab is you have to support terrorism. But that is 100% how Hasan treats his audience, right? You're not real. You're not a real Muslim. You don't actually care unless you're praising terrorism. Now, interestingly enough, Mutahar turns around, and I'm not going to play this clip, but anyways, check out this Twitter account here if you want to play like the whole videos, because he's clipped out quite a few things. Mutahar's whole thing is like, I never, like, it's basically saying, I didn't defend what Asmongold said. I'll defend what Asmongold said. Mutahar says he didn't. Mutahar says, I never defended it. And on top of that, you know, Hasan, you sit in your office, okay, moralizing and grandstanding over other people on a subject that you are like intellectually the most inept person possible, okay? And Mutahar goes, I will pay for us, okay? Because I know Hasan, you know, the fake communist Hasan. Okay, Mutahar says, I'll pay for it because Hasan, you know, like money is super important to this guy. Mutahar goes, I will cover the entire trip. We will go there and we'll go across the border into Gaza. We'll go across the border. We can go to the West Bank. We can go wherever you want, where the Palestinian people are, and we can talk to them. We can do whatever you want. And Hasan responds saying, is Mutahar trying to get murked? If he thinks I haven't done my due diligence, he hasn't. In order to entertain this beef to shit on Hasan, I'm going to die to a fucking Boeing rocket. Hasan is so freaking fake. It's insane. Plenty of individuals, plenty of reporters, plenty of journalists, including those of Arab descent, have gone into the region and talked with the people there and have come out unharmed. Mutahar is going to this self-proclaimed expert, right? This super expert on the Palestinian conflict. And he goes, let's go to the region. Let's talk to the people. And Hasan goes, I'm going to die. Why are you trying to get me killed? Ah! This man is pathetic. I mean, oh God, so pathetic. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier in the video. I thought this was funny. So this is from the video, okay? From the Hasan Glazer, the video that's Hasan's been promoting. He's calling out all these YouTubers that he hates. I don't like Destiny, just to be clear. This is not my, oh, Destiny's such a good guy. This is just, you gotta watch this clip. It's only about a minute long. You just have to watch it so you can understand where I'm coming from here.
About him, the frequency of these videos increased after Destiny was banned from Twitch. In the span of time since then, he has uploaded almost 80 videos about Hasan out of a total of like 450 videos. So that's at least 1/5.
I've uploaded 450 videos between my 3 YouTube channels in the last 2 years. Damn, August. And he's gonna pay cut. I would have thought it would have been over 1,000 videos, but you know.
His working life spent talking about Hasan. In contrast, in the same span of time, Hasan has uploaded over 1,200 videos, and he's talked about Destiny a total of 5 times. 5. 4 of them have...
Like, Hasan talked about me 5 times yesterday. What is this framing? It's actually unhinged.
Like, I genuinely think Destiny's unhealthy obsession over the course.
I need a break. Like, come on!
When he's right, he's right. I think that's too funny. Okay, this dude uploads this video, right? Glazing Hasan. Why is everybody against Hasan? Hasan never even talks about these people, right? He's only talked about Destiny 5 times. Destiny just randomly pulls up Hasan's Twitch account. Hasan is live streaming. The very first words out of his mouth, he's bitching about Destiny. It's like, dude, you can't talk to Hasan's fan base, right? You can't talk to his audience. You can't talk to his community. They know they are full of shit. They know that they are lying. They don't care. They know they are lying to themselves, and they're gonna do it anyways. Like, this was the funniest. This is an hour-long video. There are moments like that all over this hour of content that Hasan has been promoting. Just like this, right? Where this guy is giving these takes about what a great person Hasan is, and you could literally just pull up a clip. It's not even that hard to refute it, because that's what his audience is. They are super supportive of Hamas. They are super supportive of like doing awful things to the Jewish people. Now, if you say that, then go, oh, no, I'm not. They totally are, okay? This is the most dishonest, okay? The most dishonest community to ever exist, okay? On the internet, period. Like they call everyone else liars. These people not only lie to others, they lie to themselves. Don't worry, we're not done with Hasan yet, because we're taking in just like really stupid statements. I thought this was the funniest thing that I ever heard, and I'm gonna end it with just this. This will be the final part of this video. I know that there's gonna be more for Hasan, okay, but this had me dying when I saw this. I'm gonna play it. This is the type of shit that comes out of Hasan's mouth. Okay.
What Americans or what the Western world perceives as anti-Semitism on that side of the planet is not the same as like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes has invented some kind of a Jewish supremacist attitude that he has invented this perception of victimhood as Nazis had before him. Time and time again, especially in the Western world.
Okay, so we got that, right? Nick Fuentes has invented a Jewish supremacist attitude, okay? I got these two articles pulled up. Now, one is from the American Jewish community, so I'm going to guess Hasan would never take them at their word. The other one's from the ADL, which, again, also got a lot of Jews there, so I'm sure Hasan also is very skeptical of this source. But Fuentes delivers anti-Semitic Christian nationalist rant to fellow white supremacists. Actually, there's a quote in here. There's a quote. Like, he opens up his rant by saying some really screwed up things. Where is it on here? Okay, right here. Okay. Groypers believe they are fighting against demographic and cultural changes that are destroying the true America, a white Christian nation. Fuentes' hour-long speech stuck close to those themes, listing off societal ills that need to be eradicated from the United States, including transgenderism, echoing the anti-LGBTQ plus vitriol inside CPAC. Fuentes, who kicked off his rant by announcing, "I love you," and I love the guy with the funny mustache, also targeted Talmudic Jews, a white supremacist anti-Semitic term for Jewish people. This is the guy that Hasan claims is a Jewish supremacist, and he justified this. He justified this by claiming it's like a whole different version. Like, everybody else wouldn't understand this, but this is what anti-Semitism means over here, or I guess anti-Semitism, reverse anti-Semitism. Dude, this is what I mean about Hasan. He will come up with the most absurd descriptions for other people. He will make up the most absurd lies about other people. His audience gobbles it down, okay? Like, they are starving for it. And now we're at this point now. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't talk about the Twitch ban. But we're at this point now where it is so over the line. Okay, I mean, it is so far over the line with Hasan that anytime he speaks on a subject, you have to just assume that he is lying, and that if you take the opposite stance of him, you're probably on the right side of things. And I'm like, which side do I take on this Nick Fuentes being a Jewish supremacist attitude? Okay, obviously, if I take the reverse of that, I'm correct. Which position should I take on this Mutahar situation, where Hasan's openly promoting a video where the guy is just avidly lying about Mutahar? Hasan justifies the lies by not justifying them at all. Whose side do I take on this one? If I took Hasan's side, I'm in the wrong. So obviously I take the opposite. I'm completely correct. It's gotten ridiculous, though. Everybody sees it. Everybody acknowledges what this is. Twitch is still promoting this guy. Twitch is like totally in the camp of the Jews being evil. Actively went out of their way to hire a woman who had just been fired because she could not stop ranting about the evil Jewish people. And Twitch hires that woman, who is also just happens to be not related to any of her views on the Jewish people being evil, right? Just happens to be an avid Hasan fan. It's crazy, right? Like, I'm not saying that every single anti-Semite, how's that joke go? I'm not saying every single anti-Semite is a Hasan viewer. What I am saying is, everybody watching Hasan is a fan of Hasan is a fucking anti-Semite. There you go. Get mad, get angry. We are back on the channel, boys. More content is coming because the world just keeps getting dumber.